Did I spell it wrong? I don't think so. Okay. I said yesterday that there probably wouldn't be a stream this morning, and that was the plan actually. I'm supposed to be with the TV people about a half an hour from now. But last night, yesterday afternoon, late afternoon, I got a call from Kubota-san. You know, one of the outside printers is doing work for us. He did a couple of jobs for us last month, and he said, Dave, I'm too busy, I can't do anything else, just let go for a while. So I said, okay. He phoned yesterday afternoon, other job canceled, can I have something tomorrow? Like, this is yesterday afternoon, he wants work tomorrow. So last night, whatever, there's people that sleep and there's people that do sizing at 2 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't 2 o'clock in the morning, it was midnight, whatever. Anyway, I did the sizing last night and I hung it up, and I cracked the window open a bit farther than I wanted to, and it's dry this morning. But the next step, the paper's got to go to him this morning because he wants to print from this afternoon. And with Kubota-san, the kind of jobs we're doing, using a thick paper, and this is going to be the Yoshida boat print. You know, the print we've made in reproduction of the Yoshida Hiroshi boat design. And this has to be pressed, because this paper has much too much of a rough surface, and that's got a beautiful, smooth, deep blue background. And he could do it. What he would do is he would take the sheets one by one and flatten them on a board before he starts. But he's learned that we can do it here much more efficiently with our etching press. So I've got to shut up and I've got to get set. What we're going to do is this. We have an etching press with a steel, what do you call it? I don't know what it's called. Base plate, bed. And it's unfortunately no longer flat. It's got little grooves and rills in it. We can't put paper straight onto the flat surface of the press. So we've just got some, you know, the clear file, you know, these clear files. We've taped some down to the bed of the press. So the press bed has a plastic thing on top of it. And the sheets go down here, face down, the lengthways. We can't do them sideways because it stretches the paper too much. So the sheets go down lengthwise. And I don't know what to tell you as far as this part. I tighten it down. We've got a, what is it, a 3mm firm felt blanket. I tighten it down until it doesn't really want to go much more. It's not, it's just something. And then let's have a look. It's not quite enough, I think. Yeah, not quite enough, too loose. Yeah, too loose. That's not snacks, that's my breakfast. So protected between the two sheets of plastic, the paper now has a beautiful, beautiful calendared smooth surface. There's no way, you know, you can like see it or whatever, but it is. Goes on the out pile, one more coming in. So this is my job for the next X minutes here. That first one, I put it through twice. They don't need to go through twice. Once is fine. Very nice, very nice. He'll be really happy. It saves him so much work, you know, so much work. Today's stream brought to you by lemon water, excuse me, a chocolate scone. Yeah, that's right. It was a muffin that went to the press. Great. Now, Kubota-san is going to have to come over here and pick this stuff up today. I mean, he wants to get started today. And there's no way I could have got it prepared yesterday afternoon and sized and dried and calendared and shipped, so he would receive it today. So he's going to have to come and pick it up. Because if we ship it this morning, he won't get it till tomorrow morning. So. The next batch of prints will have chocolate chips embedded. Crap, it's going to be a long day today, you know. God, it's going to be a long day. Up late last night doing this. Up a bit early this morning to get this done. They're going to be here at 8:30 or so. Any minute they could be here, I don't know. And we're going to be all over the place. We're going to be visiting Shimano-san's wife, the public bath. I don't even know, he's got a list of places. A new restaurant that sells hot, fresh miso soup. He asked me where some of the places are that you like to eat, and I showed them. He wants to wrap that into the program. He wants to make it a little bit of a about Asakusa, you know, why is David in Asakusa? What is it that I like about Asakusa? Okay, that's 1/4 of them. This is not going to be a big batch of prints. I think there's 64 sheets or something. Whenever the printers start a job, they've got to think about how many colors are in the job and how much time they have and how many sheets. So it's an equation between those things, you know. And he said he had 2 days to do this. So we had to do a quick calculation, how many colors are in the print and how many sheets, so that he can finish it in 2 days. So there's not so many, 64, I think it's 60 or 64 sheets here. The fewer colors, the more sheets you can make, and the fewer sheets, the more colors. Well, the program is going to be Japanese domestic TV. It's Japanese domestic satellite TV. There's no plans for internet broadcast. Japan is way behind the rest of the world on that stuff. So I'm sorry, I have no easy way to give you a link to be able to see this program. Unless it's pirated or something, which I can't play around with that stuff myself. I'm sorry. Yeah, the thing about Asakusa, I know it's funny, when they started filming and talking to me a couple of weeks ago about this, he said, you know, like, why did you come to Asakusa? Why do you want to be here? And that was an easy answer, because this is one of the older places where this kind of work was done, you know, of course. And it turned out that he had an image of Asakusa, like most Japanese people have an image. Tourism, schlock, seedy, back streets, strip bars, off-track betting, stuff like that, and kind of dirty and grubby. And it's not like that anymore. That stuff is still here, but it's changing daily. So as one of our parts for the preparation of this program, he and I walked around. I took him out. We walked around a couple of back streets just around here. And I showed him, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And he's like, holy crap, I didn't know that was going on. So he went back to talk to his exec producer. And they've now wanted to incorporate that into the program, that how much Asakusa is changing. And the reason they want to put that in, what's it got to do with me? It's funny, we were walking through one of the arcades where the old shopping is. It's been here since whatever, the year dot. And it used to be, mom and pop shops, mom and pop stores. I know the shoe store, the grocery store, a couple of sushi shops, blah, 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 blah. And it still is that, but what also is happening is something else. It's going very much upscale. For example, one of the shoe store, something, I don't even remember what was there, closed down a couple of months ago. Construction, blah, blah, blah. It opened up a couple of weeks ago, and it's a brand new specialty matcha shop. I'm like, a matcha shop? And there are lineups around the block, even before it was open, more than 15 minutes or whatever, you know. And he looked at this and he's like, this is Asakusa? And I said, this is the new Asakusa. And we walked down the arcade and maybe one shop in 20 or something, I'm guessing, I don't know the ratio, has switched over. Instead of being the old grubby, seedy, rundown kind of shops, it's this new, polished, high quality, upscale, catering not just to the tourists, but catering to, you know, young Japanese people. And we're walking around, there's young girls all over the place chatting and having fun and walking around. And Asakusa has really, it's in the process of transforming. What's this got to do with me? We walk back around towards my place, and I gesture across the street, and I gesture towards my place. Look at that. What do you see there? And we look at our place. This was getting in towards evening. It's dark, and the street was getting a bit darker. Our shop is glass at the front. It's beautiful white walls inside. I mean, it looks like an Apple store in that sense. So there, look, I'm part of this. I'm one of the people who is doing this, who is taking Asakusa and helping it come out of that old, seedy, rundown, crap, rat-infested era and turning it into something modern and bright. And he puts 1 and 2 and 3 together, and they've made that now part of the program. Macho shop, I said matcha. You kid. A tea shop. So, lineups around the block from the minute they opened. It's all polished and white lights and stainless steel and woody highlights and probably as expensive as hell too. I didn't go inside. This one about killing the neighborhood. I mean, actually, really, the neighborhood was an awful, grotty neighborhood. Really, it was strip shows, drunks lying in the corners, and off-track betting and stuff. It was an area that nobody, except run-down 70-year-old dudes, would have hung around. And those guys are leaving, and a new generation is here. So I have no bad feelings about this. I'm not part of a gentrification that is kicking out little old ladies who no longer have anywhere to live. That's not what's happening here. It's just a general renewal, refresh, and modernization. And yeah, rents are going up, but this wasn't an accommodation district anyway. Retail rents have skyrocketed, but that's what those lineups around the block at that shop are paying for. I do have to film today. I got to be out of here by 8:30. I got like 20 minutes left. This you didn't come at the beginning of the stream. This is a rush job. One of our printers phoned me yesterday afternoon asking for a batch of paper to start today. So I sized it last night. It dried overnight. I've now trimmed it, and I'm going to get it ready for him. He's going to come pick it up this morning. So this is all an extra. But, okay, what I'm doing again, for those of you who are coming in late, I'm calendaring the paper. The paper is a really rough surface. This particular print job we're going to be doing on this one needs a smooth, rich, deep background color. And I'm calendaring it. I'm getting the surface of the paper smooth and shiny. Excuse me again. How much would this paper cost? The raw sheets, these are, I don't buy them this size, of course, we buy it at a larger size. The large sheet we get, we talked about it just the other day when I was doing the sizing. They're about $28 per sheet, the larger size, about 3,000 yen per sheet. And this one, there's, oops, earthquake, excuse me. This one, we're getting 10 prints out of each sheet. So the cost per sheet of this, the size you see here, it's about $3 a sheet. For me, it's a bargain, absolute bargain. My program will help Asakusa take off big. Asakusa's doing very, very well. It's one of the biggest moves in property change in Tokyo in decades. It's not just Asakusa, it's Shibuya, Omotesando, Ginza, Nihonbashi. There's a whole bunch of areas that are flourishing like crazy. Midtown, the areas that have attracted development and or tourism. Prices are going sky high, rents are going sky high. And stuff's getting done. People are enjoying life in these places. It's value. It's not just, you know. Oops. Well, this program won't have much impact on our own work at all. It's going to be a broadcast satellite program. Not too many people will see it. It's just fun to do, really. The art of the game really has had a wonderful impact. No, it's the gift, as I said, it's the gift that just keeps on giving. You know. Every day, yesterday, a couple came in from Holland. They were on the way back from Indonesia to Holland. And they're flying KLM, and it's in the seat back system there, so they saw it, and they just came straight over. Had a good fun, did a print party, chatted with us for a while, bought a couple of prints, so just that's the way it runs. You know. We couldn't have purchased or created or considered ever a better publicity than having that documentary. Am I sweating or am I bleeding? Sweat, excuse me. What have we got here today? It's not so bad this morning up here. It's 30, 33 or something. Not too bad. Okay, almost done. What have we got left? About 8 sheets, and that'll be it. I'll be out of here. This will not be a long stream today. print this will be, I mentioned earlier in the stream, this will be the Yoshida Hiroshi design, the traditional sailing ship, but it'll be the night version, the nighttime version, which really needs a smooth, deep, rich color. So this paper calendaring really will help Kubota-san. And he's fast. This is, what is it today? It's Friday today. He's going to come and pick them up. He'll moisten the paper this afternoon, start printing this evening. He'll do it Saturday, Sunday. These things could be back here on Monday, possibly Monday or Tuesday. This guy's fast. He's, I guess, 70, 72, something like that. He's been printing since he was, I don't know, 15 or something. And he's just a machine, an absolute machine. I'm really glad that he's working with us. Relaxing for you, maybe. Somebody's working. It's okay, it's not such difficult work. Not quite sure why I'm the one who ends up doing this. It's the scheduling, you know, he needs it today. Everybody else is busy, you know. If I assigned one of the other staff to do this, they've got to take time off their other regular work. It's just easiest for me just to run it through and do it. Three or four sheets left, three left, two left. And then really, I've got to get out of here. Just a few more minutes left here. They said they were coming at 8:30, it's now 8:24. This has worked out perfectly. Kubota-san phoned yesterday afternoon, I sized it last night, hung it up, it dried. I trimmed it this morning. And now it's ready to go for him. Totally ready to go. Last sheet. Okay, something I've got to remember to do here at this point, and one of the girls was doing this job the other day and she forgot and or didn't know what to do. If you leave the press just like this with the pressure on, of course that felt gets totally destroyed underneath it. You can't leave it sit there with the pressure on. So off she comes. And I am not going to try and put that over on the shelf by myself. I can't do that. Okay, gang, I've got out of here. It's 8:25. There's 5 minutes left before the TV crew shows up. I'm out of here. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'll be back with this tomorrow. I probably will be downstairs carving, right? Back doing a bit of persuading and carving, persuading and carving. I'll see you then. Apologies for such a short stream today, and I'll let you know when other things happen. Bye-bye. Thanks. See you tomorrow. One more bite. Over and out. Thank you again.